Good morning, guys. It is May 7th. We are well into corn planting right now. It's 7 a.m. It's 50 degrees out and it's clear skies. We are going to hammer some corn in today because we have got some rain coming tomorrow. Weather Channel's actually saying a 100% chance of rain tomorrow, so we're going to have to get some acres in today and kind of prepare for that. We would like to have more corn in than we do because it's critical timing for us to get the stuff in right now. Yields can be greatly affected on corn if we get an early or a late planting date. So it's important for us to get in the field and get everything planted. So we're gonna get some of that done today. I'm gonna fill this thing up with diesel, then we're gonna top it off with seed, and we're gonna head out to the fields. Climb up to the top of the planter here and just make sure that we're not getting too full. Jim's gonna keep dumping the talc in. Okay, the planter is all loaded up. Now I've got to go through and set my computers. So I will go through the list here, pick this field. I'll set my auto steer up later. Right now this is set to control the planter. Now I'll go up here to my field view tab, or my field view task, open the cab app up, and I will go through and pick the field on that, even though it will pick the field when I get in there. Make it active, and I'm going to put in a different hybrid because we loaded a hybrid that we have not used yet this year. There we go, all rows, done, confirm. 197.66. We chose that hybrid for this field because this field should be a high yielding field, and that is definitely a high yielding hybrid. A lot of the times we'll split the planter and plant one hybrid on one half and a different hybrid on the other half. The reason we're going with one hybrid on this field is because we're actually going to do a bunch of fungicide testing on this field, and so we want to be consistent with our hybrid and make sure we get the accurate tests out of that fungicide. That is nice. Quarter to 10. We got 60 acres in. Time for a bathroom break. Man, what a beautiful day. As long as I'm out here, I'm gonna dig in the dirt a little bit, make sure the depth seems right and everything seems consistent. I'm also gonna walk around the back of the planter here and just check over things, make sure everything looks good. There's one. Right in that 2-inch area, right where we want it. We actually still have frost in the ground, so there is some tile underneath me here that runs into that ditch back there by that tree. But the issue we're having is that 2 and 3 feet down, there is still a little bit of frost in the ground. Some of the tiles have not even opened up yet. But the soil is close to 60 degrees. It's 80 degrees out right now. It's full sun. It's a beautiful day, and we've had good weather lately. So we don't have many spots where that frost is still in there where we're struggling with that. We've got a few, but as I've said 100 times before, it's so critical for us to get this seed in the ground when we can. And with an inch of rain supposedly coming tomorrow, we got to hammer in as much as we can. So if we mud in a few spots of the field, so be it. We don't like doing it, but we got to do what we got to do because it's May 7th and it's go time for us. We're golden. Okay, I drove through a little bit of mud back there. I got a little bit greedy and probably hung the planter out a little bit farther in than I should have. I didn't plug anything up, but there was a couple of gauge wheels turning a little bit slowly for a bit there, so I am just gonna jump out, go back there, feel those, make sure they're moving okay, and see if I need to clear any mud out of there. These gauge wheels here are important because they control the depth of the seed, and if they don't spin correctly, they'll push the dirt alongside of it instead of rolling. So they control the depth of the seed, and they kind of hold the downforce correct, and we can get into that later on a different video, but it's important that I get the mud out of there so that these can spin freely. Certainly an unfortunate 20-minute setback, but those things happen. I have nobody to blame but myself, and the positive spin on it is that I don't think I'll get fired for that. Oh.
It is incredible what things looked like. What was it, a week and a half ago when we had 14 inches of snow in parts of Minnesota or something like that 2 weeks ago, and now here we go. A lot of people closing in on wrapping up planting.
Here you guys can see where I have marked on the map where we're going to be testing. I'm going to try to hold the camera steady as I can, but here are the 6 tests that we're going to be doing with some fungicide and some micronutrients. So we're going to test those from one end of the field to the other, and we're going to test it against all this orange. It's all the same hybrid, but it's obviously all going to be treated differently, so it should be fun to see what the different micronutrients and the different fungicides do to that corn. We'll be able to compare that yield, so that's going to be pretty cool. I'm glad we got that figured out. Hi guys.
Hello. Isla changed her mind.
She changed her mind?
Yeah.
Now you want to go for a tractor ride? Okay. How are you doing there, gimpy arm? I hear they're not putting a cast on you today? No? You ready to ride in a tractor again? Yeah? All right. Here we go. Boo. You like tractor rides?
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. Just a recommendation to John Deere on your newer tractors. You should switch the seat control over to the side that's opposite of the buddy seat over here. Is that pretty fun to mess with, Isla? This Isla, it's a fancy tar road. That one's not ours. We're gonna stay in this one for now. But we can wave at him. Why don't you wave at him? Okay, come back here. I'm going to show you what we got to fix. Okay, we had a row unit stop turning, and most of the time what we have trouble with plugging up is little rocks back here in these closing wheels, but this time we got an old piece of something. I'll hammer it off of there and we'll see, but it's stuck on the openers right now. Well, there we go. You want that, Isla? Can you carry it? You gonna bring it back to the tractor? Yeah, all right. It's too heavy? You want to carry the hammer? You carry the hammer, I'll carry this. All right, here we go. Back to the tractor. Can you get it? Is that heavy? Mom? Should we go see her? Yeah? All right. Thank you. What'd you get? Tomb Raider? Hi, Isla! Hey Tom, hey, I lost some RTK. Well, you'll probably get a few more calls. Sounds good, thanks Tom. Bye. The RTK is the GPS signal that we're receiving in order to be able to plant with really good accuracy. And something happened to the local base station, which is actually on a grain bin in town here, just probably 3 miles from here. And something happened where I lost my satellite. So I've been messing around with the computer here trying to figure out what's going on. And you can see the satellites there. They're green, so we're picking up satellites. But I called Tom, the precision guy from Midwest Machinery, and he told me I wasn't the first one to call. So they know they've got an issue. He's got remote capabilities with it, and he said he reset it to cycle through, so this is probably going to go down for a few minutes. Midwest Machinery's on top of it, and once again they're going to get us up and going here. Now I realize I have markers and I can go planting, but we're trying to plant with RTK so that we can plant directly over these fertilizer bands that we put down last fall. So we really want that RTK precision in order to get the seed where it needs to be, right in that fertilizer band. No big deal. The power went out at the elevator, and that base station is run off the power at the elevator. So when the elevator loses power, the base station loses power, and all of the tractors start going sideways. Look at that. There we are again. Apparently they got power issues. Caught on cam. GPS signal lost. Potty break. Since I'm out, may as well go back and dig a little bit. Take a peek and make sure everything still looks good. There's some clouds starting to form in the west. I don't like that. As I said, we're definitely supposed to get some rain tonight. Hopefully it holds off for a little while and it takes a while to get here, because we definitely don't really need it yet. It wouldn't hurt much, but I'd sure rather get a few more acres in yet. Okay, seed depth looks pretty good. Doesn't seem like we're getting a ton of sidewall compaction. We got good dirt here. We got good going. The sun is shining as of now. Let's plant some more corn. So we had one heck of a beautiful day going. Nice and sunny. Everything looked good. And I'm really staring at those clouds, thinking they're getting a lot closer. So I pull up my radar here and you can kind of see what we're dealing with. This blue dot here, that's us. And you can see that stuff moving in right towards us. It doesn't look like much right now. Most of the heavier stuff is up north, but it doesn't take much to shut us down with the planter, and there's a 90% chance of rain in the morning. So if we can avoid this, I think we got enough acres tilled right now, enough acres dug to keep going all night up until it rains at 5-6 a.m. So we'll see what we can do here. If that rains on us, we'll be done before long. Otherwise, I'm going to do everything I can to try and keep going, get as many acres in as I can, basically up until it rains. So we'll see what happens here. Check out the new apparel. Onyx rocking the new hat. Becky getting ready to go live on YouTube. Maybe. She's the one who's supposed to know what she's doing. So if you go to our website, mnmillennialfarmer.com, and you go up at the top to gear or apparel or swag or
shop.
Shop.
And then there will be 2 different links for 2 different shops.
Yeah.
You can
go to the custom one. It's going to be better. That's where you're going to get that. Don't touch anything.
I won't touch anything.
I'm out of seed on the right side of the planter, so Grandpa or Dad, his grandpa, my dad, is bringing a few bags of seed to throw in here so that we can get this field finished. We're gonna throw a different variety over in the other side and test that out. Just about empty. So for those of you who watched the live video, we're live right now. Becky's in the tractor live right now. And I forgot the GoPro up on top of the planter for quite a while. Obviously it's raining. We're gonna be done for the day at this. The mud is starting to pick up on the gauge wheels here. When that happens, the seed depth gets inconsistent. You just can't be out in those fields. So unfortunately, we're done for the day. I was hoping to go quite a while here because the rain was supposed to hold off. See, say hi to the live, guys. The rain was supposed to hold off until about 5 in the morning, but we got that shower that just went through and pretty much shut us down. I better talk to the video. I'm not done here yet. So we're heading home. We're live right now, and I'm taking this video for YouTube. Obviously, Onyx and Becky have joined me here. I don't know which one to talk to.
I don't think it matters. They seem pretty close together.
They seem pretty close.
Do we need to end
It's going to be a lot of the same people.
The video?
I don't know. We'll end the live here in a few minutes, but we're on our way home now. We're gonna get a little mud on the township road, so I apologize for that. Whoever I should talk to. Okay, so it did rain, and we thought we were done. We're in the next field now, and I'm gonna try it. It doesn't seem like it rained as much here, but we went live for a while there. Hopefully some of you guys checked that out. I gotta reset up my cab app here. Can't control my hands. Make the west quarter active. Confirm our seed varieties. All right, we're set up. Time to unfold the planter. We're empty. We're gonna put some seed in and go back to that field number 3. We got 250 acres in so far today. We gotta keep adding to that. So the plan is to plant all night. I'd like to get another 100 acres in here, or more if we can. If I plant another 100 acres, we're out of dried dirt, so we'll see what happens here. What we've got going on right now is on the left side of the planter, we've got a good variety that we know yields really well. It's a variety we plant, it's a variety that we're familiar with. On the right side of the planter, we're putting in a few bags at a time, and we're gonna test about 5 or 6 different varieties, different hybrids, different brands, you name it. We're just gonna test up and down the field, and we're gonna run strips. So we'll have lots of good long test strips throughout this field to test with, and we'll get a good sense of whether or not we've got a good variety or not. You can see here on my field view app, you can see the strips there, the different colors, the green and the blue. Those are the 2 different varieties I'm planting right now. And I'm just about out of seed on the right side of the planter. Dad is waiting up there with the truck, so when I get back to that end, I will hop out and we're gonna load 5 bags of a different hybrid into the right side of the planter and take off again. Beautiful evening for planting corn. 2 feet. That's good. It's almost 10 o'clock at night. I think it'd be a good time to eat supper. Probably doesn't look very good. That's because it's not. Okay, I got those bags planted out. Now we're gonna switch and throw 8 bags of another variety in there. I haven't even finished my sandwich yet.
It's getting close.
Huh. Eight more bags and the left side's full. We should be able to hammer in at least another 40 acres at the population we're planting right now. Burning the midnight oil. And I'm out of food, and I'm bored. I think I'll crank up the music now, but due to copyright laws, I can't let you guys see or hear that. All right, it's 1 a.m. right now, and I'm getting some warnings saying that the one side of the planter's quitting planting in a few rows. I'm pretty sure it's probably out of seed because I got to be getting close to that point, but according to my calculations, I should have another 4 or 5 acres left. And it never popped up and told me that it was getting low on seed. So I'm gonna run back and check it. Starting to get some pretty cool lightning off in the west there too every once in a while. One of the safest places to be during a lightning storm is in the middle of a 200-acre field standing on a piece of steel. That was a joke, kids. Don't try this at home. Empty. Usually I carry a pail width for things like this because the left side is about full. That's a heck of an echo. But this is all I got for right now, so I'm going to try and shovel enough over so that I can at least make it to the east end of the field and get home. Well, I've only got, I don't know, 1,000 feet to go. I'm still really disappointed that there's no cool lightning for me to send the drone up and get for you. What time is it now? It is 1:18 a.m. I really wasn't hoping to finish this early, but like I say, I'm out of seed and I'm out of dry dirt. I'm about 2 rounds away from where the digger had to quit, or the field cultivator had to quit because the field just got too wet. So I'm gonna pull out and head back to the shop and call it a day, I guess. Wasn't a great day. We got 343 acres in according to the monitors. Not a great day, kind of a slow day for the hours we got in. We should have had more acres in than that probably, but we seem to have some other stuff going on. But all in all, a pretty good day, pretty solid day. Supposed to rain about 1 inch tomorrow morning, tomorrow throughout the day, so we'll see what we end up getting out of it. But we've now got just about 700 acres of corn in, so about between 400 and 500 to go now. So we'll get it in when we get it in. The tough part is we don't want it to start raining and never dry out again, but it'll dry out again and we'll get going. But for today, that's a wrap. Over and out. Good night, my sweet chariot.